其實我覺得佢叮嗰段時間根本就係你嘅筆法數，即係你只要唔係就喺沙膽個數字嗰度。
Hello everybody, so let's continue our meeting, and at the second half of our meeting will be the evaluation time. So first of all is our table topic evaluation. So welcome our evaluator, Mitten Cork.
It is the first time for me to be the table topics evaluator. First of all, I was really appreciated the Allison's speech because I think she gave us a sincere speech. Since I'm quite similar to her because I like reading at the past, and I think she can learn more new things through explore to different types of books. And she also gives us a detailed reason and elaborate why she thinks reading is important to her. And then we have Jenny, and I think Jenny have a little bit nervous because maybe it is the first time for her to come out and speak to a group of people. But I think she gave us a clear structure of her speech, and she gave us the reason why, the meaning of the bear to her, and when she hunt the bear at night, and she will remember her elder sister. I think it's her real experience, and I'm moved about this experience. And then we have Pages. Maybe you are not quite familiar with the old movie. I'm also not very familiar with this kind of things, but I advise you to just give us a brief introduction to the movie Inception, because it can make your speech richer. And then the content, and you can also give us your feelings after reading this movie with your girlfriend. And then the fourth one is the Waken. And Waken, I think you can calm down at first and just to be confident, because I think you are willing to share with us. But sometimes if you miss some question, you think is strange, and you not get the meaning of the question at the first time, maybe you can just you can border the meaning, because for example the history time or something like history, and it's not necessary to refer to any king or any dynasty. It may refer to some period. For example, I just take music for an example. In 70s or 60s, there the hip hop or some punk music is very popular. Maybe you can take some examples for it, or you can think another thing. And finally, we have Henry. I think you are a bit nervous at the beginning, but you smile to us. So I think it's good. To the content, you talk about you have no hair to short hair, and it's the physical changes. And if you can give us some psychological changes, for example, you are not when you grow up, you become less curious, or you think many complicated things. I think this can also be some content of your speech. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitten, for giving us a comprehensive evaluation on every single table topic speaker. So now is the evaluation time for the prepared speaker, and the first evaluator will be William on Samson's speech, and this is his second time to come out here, and welcome.
Hello everyone, my name is William. I will evaluate Samson tonight. And I will use the evaluation skills I learned from Ella last time. I will talk about the good things first and then bad things, and then the improvement. And about the good things, I think Samson's speech is very interesting. And just like what Principal Chung said, he created a suspension in the beginning of the speech, so he actually attract every single audience. And another one is he's very confident. He said he did not use the script, which is very difficult to do it the first time, and he used a very interesting delivery skill, which is storytelling. I think everyone loved hears the story since we are child. And now let's move to the a little bit not that good things. Yeah, and it's that you make too much unnecessary moving. When you're talking, too many unnecessary moving. And when you, what I want to stress is when you on the stage, a very slight move is become very obvious to the audience. Everyone knows George Bush, right? George Bush, once he gave a speech, he touched his nose. Said, oh, I don't want to invade Iraq, something like this. And everyone knows he is telling a lie. So make sure next time you tell your girlfriend that I love you, don't do this, I love you. And now it's about the improvement. I think one thing you did very good is asking questions, because asking questions can grab audience attention. But next time I suggest you can use these questions to connect the content. Yeah, use this to connect the content. For example, I think you did. The first question you asked served this purpose? Like who is the hero? Yeah, I'm not going to talk about myself tonight. I'm going to talk about the hero. Who is the hero? Samson. Yeah. So this question actually connect your content to the. I think it connect your content. But next question you ask, like, do you think he's a hero? I'm very afraid that someone would say no. So how are you going to continue your speech? Yeah, so make sure that next time we're asking question, this question can help you to connect the content. And another improvement you can make is to avoid a little bit confusions. I think you did a good job in organizing your whole speech. I think you did a good job in the organization of your whole speech, but you did not that good in organizing your content of the body, because I heard there are the second Samson coming up when you talk about the Diana, and I'm a little bit confused. Who is this second Samson? Second Samson. Yeah, and the first time I know that you're not going to introduce yourself tonight. You are going to introduce another hero called Samson, and I understand what you mean. But second time when you talk about the second Samson, I'm a little bit confused. Who is the second Samson? And that's all. That's all of my evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, William. Thank you for the evaluation. So the second evaluator for the second speaker is Vincent. So let's welcome Vincent.
You've been very brave, Puppy, because you chose me to be the evaluator. I can be a very harsh taskmaster, but don't worry, I'm very lenient actually. So I'll be evaluating your speech on content and the speaker yourself. Okay. On content, first I'd say it's a very well structured speech. So what I know from this is that you only need to stand here, and I would understand, what you're talking about. Each subtopic is quite clear. Now I'm going to talk about myself. Now I'm going to talk about my interests. So it's well structured, very good on that. And the content's interesting. You've been actually telling about yourself. When you talk about yourself, you have to be interesting first. So now I get that you're a very interesting person. So good for you, and I like that. The content is good. And as a speaker, you are composed. You're not nervous. You are happy. You appeared positive, which is very nice. You're confident, and you told people that you were confident, and you were confident. Your English was quite fluent. I quite like it, you know. But everyone has an accent. That's true. I have an accent as well. Everyone has an accent, so it shouldn't be a hindrance of your speech. But it wasn't. So it was good. And you were very interactive as well. You know, you were asking people questions, raising people's interests, and doing things so on and so forth, which is a good thing to see as well. So it was quite a good speech, I have to say. And what I like about it is your outfit, because you know when you came out, I saw that your outfit was a bit too casual for me. You said it was smart casual. You were smart and it was casual, so it was okay. But and I found that it suited your speech. It was almost a prop for you, like what Mr. Chung said. So it was almost like a prop. You know, I'm a basketball player. Oh, that's why you wear this. You know, that's how I found out. Okay. Now, are you ready for the bad things?
Yes.
No, it's okay. Actually, it's not too bad. First, for me, you know, it is very important for you to engage your audience. You know, how do you actually grab people's attention? That to me is very important. You know, I'm a lecturer myself, and I teach for 3 hours. You know, and if you're not a good lecturer, you sleep for after 5 minutes. So how to actually get attention is very important. And at times, you know, there's a bit of a lack of energy from you. So it doesn't seem to grab people's attention. Your speech actually goes like this sometimes. And you know, and I went to sleep for a little bit before I actually woke up again. So you know, you could actually do it better. And also introduction and end. Okay, introduction-wise, it would be better if you could actually. You don't need to repeat the fact that you were doing CC1. You know, oh hi, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing CC1. You don't need that, okay? Because everybody knows. Timmy has told you already, so told us already, so that's okay. And finally, it's the end. You know, it's all about having a good message. You talked about yourself, but I didn't hear. If you said it, I didn't hear a message about yourself. You know, what do you want to say? Is that dream changes? Is that I'm my own hero? Is that, you know, I speak therefore I am, you know, things like that. You know, if you could give people a message, it would be a lot better, you know, at the end. And I was like, oh, you've summed it up, you know, I've learned something from you, and it'll be wonderful. But in general, it's a very good speech, and I like it, and I like it a lot.
Thank you, Vincent. So the coming up evaluator will be Athena. To evaluate the speech of Chloe.
Hey, I'm Fina, and today I'm the evaluator of Chloe. I like Chloe's story, I like her smile, and also I like Chloe bags, but I don't have too much money, right? Okay, at the beginning, she showed us her goals from a child to grown-ups. And she said, in the first sentence she said, his goal is always changing, and this do attract people because we also have the same feeling. So everybody thinking our goals is always changing from a child to grown-ups. And we still saw the Chloe show when she was a child. She wanted to be a writer or something. She want to have a happy marriage, and then she want to something affect her. She want to be rich. She want to get more money. I think she's honest because someone maybe want to have much money, but they won't admit it. So I feel she is honest. I really appreciate. Then I like a sentence she said. Not to be a man of success, but to be a man of value. It inspired me. And what I most appreciate is her firm words. Although her voice is not too loud, but I can feel the strength from her voice. I can feel she's hopeful for her future. And the little problem of Chloe, I think Chloe is maybe too calm. She just stands and too calm. I think she may add her emotion because she's telling about her stories. And when he's desperate, when he's inspired, she may be more the improvement, maybe Chloe, next time you should try to get rid of your notes and be more confident. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for all those evaluation reports. So now we move on to the reports from our facilitators. The timer report from Jay.
So time to have a time report, and I think my time report is a good one. Why? Because I take advantage of the things I learned from Mr. Zhong, GOOD. So let's talk about GOOD. First, the first G is get the speech ready. So I did a lot of preparation to mark down the time. So I did get my speech ready. The second one is what? Is objective, yes. I did my objective very clear. I come out and first line I say I'm going to give my time report. And the third O is organization. So let's look at my time report. Very clear, right? And no one is in the red zone, which is time out. Everyone did a very good job. So, and I also did my good job well because very organizational. And the last one would be for D, right? Deliverable, yeah. And my deliverable is very clear. It's the time report and let you know I get use of GOOD. And that's it.
Okay, funny report. So how about another report from the ad council, Jason?
Sorry, I have to change a little bit.
Yeah, my duty is to criticize a bit. I hope you guys don't mind it. So now I have to really appreciate Alison, Raven, Cedric, as well as Chloe Chen. They did a very good job because they have very few R's and unnecessary sounds. Especially Chloe Chen, because her speech lasts for 4 to 5 minutes, and she has very few R and those unnecessary sounds. But for Jenny, yeah, you really have to put some effort in improving your speech. Try to make it as few as possible for unnecessary sounds. For the repetitive words, Jenny and Raven use in consecutive time, in 3 consecutive times. And Samson and Fabi used like 4 times and. And finally, Raven and Henry had unnecessary pause, but these pauses are very short. They lasted for only like 5 to 6 seconds. So overall, they do a very good job, and give a round of applause to them.
Also give a round of applause to you for that good report for us. So let's move on to the grammarian report, and I now calmly invite Anna Yu.
Thank you. All right, good evening everybody. My role as a grammarian is first to point out the good use of language, and to also share with you some suggestions for areas for improvement, and also other alternatives that you may use to make sure that you have enough vocabulary to describe whatever ideas that come into your mind. First of all, right, about the good use of language. Because tonight there are so many speakers, so I guess I'll just focus on the table topic speakers, the table topic master, and also the prepared speakers. Good use of language. For example, stay on the fence. When you talk about you don't want to tell people your true, honest opinion, so you just kind of stay on the fence or ride on the fence. Other than that, we have make big money or make big bucks. All right. Other than that, we have book smart, street smart. Not only this is a very catchy phrase, but at the same time it conveys to us a message about juxtaposition. Okay, being book smart, you're talking about something like a bookworm, very intelligent, maybe a little bit academic, but on the other side we have street smart people that learn from reality, from real life, from experience. So very good juxtaposition. With one expression, other than perfect guy, I guess many ladies will know there's no such thing as perfect guy. There's only something called Mr. Right or the right guy. So perhaps next time, the young ladies that are available, start searching for your Mr. Right or start searching for your right guy. Other than that, we have money center, money minded, and other expression that you may use. Perhaps you guys too young for that. Madonna used to have a song called Material Girl. So this would be another expression for you to use to replace how money-minded, how money-centered you are. And we have from Fabi, he called himself fat, but I don't see how come you would consider yourself as fat. Other expressions that you may use would be chubby. Usually we use chubby to describe little children, okay, maybe 3-4 years old. I would call you muscular. Look at him. Does he look muscular? Or well built? Okay. Well, maybe if you take off your clothes, then I'll decide whether you really are or you are heavy. I mean, heavy is a word that is a little bit more on the positive side to talk about people that, well, as you said, fat. Okay, maybe
too much gravity.
All right. And the next one that I have is instead of saying the word or using the expression interest the audience, you may say resonate with the audience.
Yeah.
Resonating with the audience, resonate with the audience. So all these would be the good use of language. And of course, there's one that rhymes. But that one is a little bit funny because your lover sofa. And I was thinking, is your lover your sofa? Or is your lover your cushion or something like that? Okay, anyway. Now, as for expressions that you have to pay attention to, share us. Actually, share with us. We have somebody saying shared us, somebody saying share with us. Gentlemen, sorry, cannot use the word lovely to describe you. You can say handsome gentleman. You can say a very smart gentleman. You may say a good-looking gentleman, but usually you wouldn't use the word lovely to describe a gentleman. And your romantic scene, you don't touch. You may feel the romantic atmosphere or you feel a romantic mood. Raise up all of you. Raise up usually is used in a more spiritual way, like in Christianity or whatever. So you say lift somebody up. If you're talking about physically, holding them up. Remain the relationship, keep the relationship, maintain the relationship, or cherish the relationship. Fire from their eyes, fire in their eyes. When you're talking about being passionate about something, all right, you have the passion for something. So I will say all in all, we tonight have a diverse group, with different kinds of language use. Some that may give us more opportunities to explore about different alternatives, different vocabulary that we may use to express our feelings. And finally, maybe for people that are not Christian, maybe you are not familiar with this particular biblical story. Samson and the lady's name is Delilah. So Samson and Delilah. All right, so thank you very much, and back to you.
Thank you for the grammar report. And then at the very last is the general evaluation report from Leo Lau to help us evaluate every single speaker that has come to the stage. Thank you.
Hello, this is Leo from current Toastmaster. My role today is general evaluator. I'm not going to evaluate everyone. I'm just going to evaluate who has not been evaluated tonight. Okay. First thing, we evaluate everything, including the room, including setting, putting the title. The first thing that really made me curious before I come here is old school lifestyle. How old are you guys? I think you guys below 20s. Old school is should be a topic in my home club instead of something in a very young community like you. But that's okay, that's okay. I'm really curious to see how you guys can give me some old school information from your speech. Good try. Okay, next, let me turn it up. Yep. It's the agenda. The agenda has 3 addresses. Room 602. The back is room 817. And then 602 again. And this room is 917. 917. And before I come, I check the address. Oh, 3 different addresses. For 3 different days. Well, fine, that's okay. But it doesn't mention what is the address for today. So I turn to the first page. The first 2 lines, some address, it should be right. Am I correct? This is intuitive. But happen to be, it is something else. It is not the one I mentioned here, 602. It is 917. So next time, try to be more specific on your address. If you, I know it take many rooms to stop around, but try to be more specific in every agenda to tell exact address, because there are many people like me coming from somewhere else. You don't know where to find the rooms. Especially if you have several rooms, different rooms, it may be a little confusing. Okay? Okay. Table topic. Yes. Actually, table topic has already been evaluated, but I still have to. I would like to give you some ideas on about the table topic. Well, I noticed one thing that I forgot who. One of your table topic speaker. And he is trying to say something, and he got a little bit stuck. There are many helpers from the audience try to give him some hints, try to give him some ideas, try to how to get along with the speech. Some hints will be okay, but don't overdo that. Let the speaker to understand the pressure, to try to think through the process, and try to overcome the problem by himself, instead of having you guys. Hey, why don't you say that? Why don't you say a movie? Why don't you say song? Well, let him think about it. He can think it. I'm sure you guys are all intelligent people, right? You can do it. Just give him some time, force him to think about it, okay? Don't give him too much hints. That's my personal opinion, okay? Yeah, about the names, what that mean? Undisclosed, what's that?
Undisclosed, requested by the speaker.
Oh.
Is it?
Why?
I'm staff. I'm not. Yeah. It's for the voting. I shouldn't be part of the voting process.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you don't want your name here?
It wasn't. I didn't know it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So fine.
But yeah, that's I wrote it like this.
Okay, maybe if you don't get him voted, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be better, because I am a little bit confused. What was that? I'm just posting it. And one more thing is that when you try to go, I also noticed that the table topic master wrote the names on the board after all the speech are done, which may not be very preferred in my opinion, because it would be better if you could write down the name as soon as the speaker comes up, because you know all the names, right? All your classmates. However, if you have some guests coming from outside or joint meeting, you may have hard time to remember the names. If you want to write down names after the speech, you may miss something. So it would be better if you could write down names as soon as the speaker comes up. Okay. Okay. My next evaluation would be on table topic master. No. I'm going to evaluate you first, okay? Timmy, right? It's done a very good job. When you introduce speaker, you have done almost everything, but sometimes you miss out or some light. I'm sure that you are aware that you have to introduce the topic, introduce the speaker, and introduce the evaluator. But sometimes you forgot, but it's okay, just remind you. Next time, try to be consistent every time you introduce a speech. Okay. And you have, one thing you have done very good is to try to connect different speaker. After one speech, you say something, try to say something and connect to the next speaker. This is very good to make the rundown of the program very smooth. But that's very difficult because you have to understand what the previous one say and try to connect to the next one. It will be difficult and challenging, but you have tried that. Very good job, good attempt. Okay. Yes, one more thing is that the last thing is that actually I think you are quite a good English speaker, and you have good memory, I believe. And you can, when you introduce speaker, you can do it without the cue card, because with the cue card you try to read it, because the introduction is very short, just like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So I think you can do without the cue card. You can do it. Try yourself this time, okay? For the workshop, I don't think I am supposed to evaluate the workshop, but besides the workshop, it's also a very good speech, right? Obviously, Bethel had prepared the framework of his speech, but one thing that I really want to appreciate and highlight is that he can integrate all the instant material from all you guys into his framework and deliver the content and bring out the objective of what you want to say. That's very difficult. You have to really think fast, really attentive, and think on those feet. This is something that you guys really need to learn from Bethel. Bethel, very good. Practice more, you think more, you get more experience, more confidence, you can eventually get something like Bethel. Okay, very good. Next, table topic evaluator. Your voice is a little bit, where is she? Table topic evaluator.
Oh.
Left? Okay. Well, never mind. Her voice, I think, is a little bit weak. Maybe she is a little bit nervous when she's coming out here. But as you get used to it, she can overcome that easily. It's not a big problem in the long run. But there's something I'd like to mention about the evaluation, is that actually not just table topic evaluation, but for all evaluators. In my opinion, evaluation should be more focused on the delivery skill, stage performance, and how he or she can deliver the message better, instead of putting emphasis on tiny details of the content. Because everyone has their own ideas, everyone has their own experience. Everyone prefers to say something, not to prefer to say another thing. So try not to pick on those points, rather try to encourage or suggest something that let the speaker to improve in terms of their public speaking skill. Okay? I have painful experience on that, but I can share it with you later on, but not today, I believe. The next one, first evaluator is William. Evaluate on Samson. William. Very good, very good. Humorous. You give a humorous highlight to get all the attention. It's very good. The nothing is not easy because you prepare everything on the spot. Just a few minutes for the preparation, and you can integrate something humorous to it. It's very difficult. Very good job. Try to one improvement for you is try to avoid some negative word or phrase, like not that good. You mentioned a few times, at least 2 times. Yeah. For me, it is quite a negative word. I would suggest you something else. Maybe you can say something that you need to pay more attention to, or area of improvement. Because some negative word, some person may take it quite personally and quite seriously, and they may not come back again. That happens, but that happens. So, and Toastmasters is about encouraging people, right? Encourage people to try to come again, speak more, growth, improvement, right? So try to be very careful when you want to say area or improvement. Avoid something like problem, bad, or not good, this kind of very strong wordings, okay? Other than that, you have done a very good job. Next one, Vincent on Febby. Vincent.
I'm Vinton, by the way. Winter. It's a strange name, so yeah, it's not a
Sorry,
conventional name.
my,
It's okay.
my bad.
No, it's alright.
Obviously, you are very seasoned Toastmaster. How long have you been Toastmastering?
1 month.
Oh, well,
But I'm a lecturer. I spoke all my life, so.
yeah, that's why maybe that's why you speak English all day long. So that's why maybe.
Yeah.
And you study overseas to help as well. He does a very good job because again he can add humorous to his evaluation. That's very difficult, and he did that.
He could be the world champion within 1 year.
No.
Yeah.
Just like Ryan, a
I don't think so.
22-year-old.
Are you 23 or 21?
I mean, in terms of Toastmaster age.
I'm officially 23. Unofficially.
Officially, okay.
Officially, I'm going to tell you.
I'm 18. Okay.
Oh, good, wonderful. We're all young.
I'm looking forward for your champion speech. You can do that. I'm confident you can do that.
Thanks.
Very obvious. You have only 1 month experience, Toastmaster. You can have that kind of quality. It blew my mind. It's very good. And he's got very good intonation. I still remember when he tried to remind other people of saying something or a bit cool down, slow down his voice.
Oh, the lack of energy.
Yes, emphasize what he wants to say. And that intonation for saying is very useful in delivering your message. Very good, very good. And Athena on Koi, am I correct? Koi or Koi? Right, Koi, okay. Athena, okay. Your comment is very valid, but you read a lot on your cue card. I'm a little bit nervous, that's normal, don't worry about that. You get used to it, you get used to be more confident later on, but you still read a lot. I understand you need to read because quite a lot of stuff to say. However, when you try to read less and which other by your eyes contact more, okay? And again, you have used a negative word like little problem. Try to use something else. Try to use some other phrase to convey the same idea. Okay, just not to make the audience or the speaker feel a little bit odd or difficult. Okay. Timer, Jay, very good chart. I think that is a very good job for the time. That one. In some club they have done a lot of timing details. Sometimes it's a bit confusing for me, especially if I sit on the back. So that kind of chart is clear and good enough, in my opinion. But however, you have overdone a little bit about the G or OD thing. You repeat all that again. As a timer, you can do that, but put more emphasis on your work. Okay, good job. Our counter.
So he's a little bit uncomfortable, so yeah.
Okay. But he has done a very good job here. Okay. He has a lot of details, like different repetitive words. Very few our counter will do that. So I really appreciate, and he must be very attentive to everything you said in order to have this kind of statistics. Just a little bit confusing, I can understand, and 4 times, but it was 2 times. Is it 1 time, 2 times? It's a little bit confusing. Maybe he should use the notation or symbol consistently. Okay, it's a very good job anyway. Language evaluator, what can I say? Anna, you are so experienced as an evaluator. One thing I think is very important is, I totally agree with that. The use of English. You can, all of you can convey the idea. I understand, fully understand what I'm trying to say. But the use of English make your speech colorful, add more flavor. The same meaning, same word, but if you use other variation of it, you can make your speech a lot different. About speech is not just telling me what you want, but if you want to add color to it, if you want to add emotion to it, or flavor to it, you have to learn more words. The same meaning, different words can give a lot of impact to your speech. So this is something that I really liked what Anna told you about the different use of words. For example, like, have I put down any example? Oh, no. Anyway, I don't want to repeat what I said already. So it's very good evaluations. There's something that you can learn something from Anna. After I think it's a very good pace and venue. I think this venue is better than many other Toastmasters. So cherish that and make use of this wonderful venue to improve your public speaking. Thank you.
So approaching the end, we are passing it to Jerry for the closing remarks.
This needs to go. No, it's going right there. Okay. Hi guys, I'll keep it really short since I know some of you guys are very urgent. I won't repeat the same things over and over again for the past 5 meetings already. So I'll just go in. If you guys are interested to become a member, very simple. You need to do 1 speech, 1 facilitation role, and a fee. Again, 1 speech, 1 facilitation or evaluator role, and membership fee. Membership fee, we have a half year and full year. Half year is $560. Half year is basically divided by 2. I'll let you guys do the math. Okay, well, that's it. Okay, so it starts out, you can actually join Toastmasters if you're interested. Very simple, don't be scared. Just approach me or visit our office at WLB 706 if you're interested. There's an application form, then boom, that's it, and we're going to help you out with all your speeches and stuff. Right, so, best question, what's next? These are our next meetings, December 3, December 21st. All the non-red stuff or the red boxes are available roles. So if you guys are interested for the next role, approach me and we'll put your name on the table. So just take note, as you can see, we're always on Wednesday, except December 21st, which is on a Sunday. Everyone say December 21, Sunday.
December 21 Sunday, sorry.
Yes, do it. We're going to do it from 2:30 to 5 p.m. Not 7 p.m. because if you go here, you're alone. So go here 2:30 to 5 p.m. WLB 602, December 21, Sunday. Okay, because it is a joint meeting. Woo! What is a joint meeting, Jerry? A joint meeting is basically 2 Toastmasters club combining together. We're going to have lots of fun. We're going to be with really experienced Toastmasters. So if you're confident, you can up your game, you think you're better than them, well, prove it in the next meeting, December 21st. So that's it. Reminders, again, for those who've already done CC1 and facilitation role, please come to me. You can't do any more Toastmasters for free. You gotta pay up. Yeah, Toastmasters not free. Thank you, Jake. Approach me, you gotta do your membership. Number 2, membership is open. So if you want an application now, you can get one now. Thank you.